Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 23 Direwolf20's FortressCraft Evolved series. As you can see, I have just now dismantled some of the setup here that was involved in making my research pods because I think I've got enough. 1054, 1065, 1064. Let's double check that math, shall we? So if we do 9 times 9 times 17, wasn't it? Or was it? Let's see, where's that manufacturing plant? I have to remember now. It's been so long. I've been working on getting these things for a while now. So it's been a little bit of off-camera work pretty much between last episode and this, mostly just kind of waiting for those research pods to show up. 9 by 9 by 13. 9 by 9 by 13. Yeah, 1053. So I should have enough at this point. I think. So, let's do it, shall we? Orbital assembly transmitter. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. I've actually never built this or done this way before, so I'm actually kind of interested to see what it's going to be like. Alright, so I've now got orbital power transmitters in here somewhere. Yes, they are around here. Where did they go? They better be in here. There they are, cool. 1056. So I've got a couple extra, but I mean, that's fine. Let's go upstairs and see what the deal is. So I've actually never set this up before. I'm really kind of interested to see. Whoosh, teleported up. Nice. So upstairs, not much has been going on, obviously. A lot of work towards getting these things built. Let me pick out a good spot where I might want to build this, and then we'll come back. Alright guys, we are back. I think I've got what might be a good setup here. So I'm going to try and start building these things out. So here to here ought to do. This is 9 by 9, which is a pretty nice size if I don't say so myself. So we'll pop this dude here. He is right behind like some of the exhausts from the turbines there, but I don't think that's going to be a problem for the machine. Me standing there might not be ideal, but it should be all right. So let's. I'm going to want to clear out a large amount of this space, but that's going to be fine. Nice that I can't accidentally break the multi-blocks, though. So we'll do this, 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 this. So that's 9 by 9. Now we need to build it up 13 tall. Yikes, that's a lot of numbers. 13 tall by 9 by 9, that is insane. I'm thinking like this might be like the midway point. So maybe we'll do like, you know, if this is layer 13, like 6 down and 6 up. That might be cool. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. Yep, I know, multi-block machine. Tell me twice. Luckily a lot of this is already kind of cleared out because okay, that's kind of cool. So yeah, if we did 6 down, right? So let's see, that's again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's looking good. I'm just outlining it a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be the 7th, and then 6 up, right? So that should be cool. Aw, so close. Let's just pillar up. So what's that then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one more on top of there. And that should be good, right? So what I should be able to do is something like this. Yeah. If I can get the outline here done, that would be ideal. good enough for me. Wow, this machine is huge. Okay. And then down here is about the same. Hopefully I can build a little bit into this crash ship. I don't think I've ever tried, but we'll find out. Doesn't look like it's stopping me, so that's cool. It just occurred to me that, like, there's a crash ship here. But that's alright. Doesn't look like it's causing any problems. Nice. Look at that. Very cool. Alright, so now I'm going to fill this in. So I'm going to do that off camera, because otherwise this will be 30 minutes of me placing blocks. And I feel like you guys don't want to watch that. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, we're back. I think we're getting close to having this done, I think. Let's see how right I am. So in theory, cross your fingers. Whoa, hello, I did it. Wow, look at that. That is cool. Nice. All right, I wouldn't mind having this actually sitting on something now, just so that it looks nice. So yeah, let's have that come out to here, for example. Nice. That is cool, isn't it? Yeah, no, I'm kind of building into this crashed ship, but that's okay. I think the developer of the game said that he eventually wants that crash ship to play like a role in your development of the, you know, progression and stuff, but it's not quite implemented yet. Wow, that is neat. Awesome. That'll do for now. All right, so we've got an orbital energy transmitter, dude. Nice. That is sweet. All right, so now we're gonna need to power this thing. I don't exactly know how much power we need, but it looks like a lot. Let's see, that's 1,000, is that, I gotta count those numbers. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, that's 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, 10 million. Is it 100 million? Yikes, that's a lot. That's a lot of power. I feel like we have more things in our future. I wonder if I have the build. He just released an update that added a new form of power transmitter, and I'm wondering if I have that build or not. I'm gonna find out, like right now. Let's go to our build thingy here. I need to find a better place to come up, but we're gonna need a lot more infrastructure by way of jet turbines and everything else if we want this to run. But let's see what we got power-wise. So we've got Mark II solar panels, so that's cool. That would probably help us a bit. Laser energy transmitter Mark III. Battery components. It might need to be researched. It's absolutely a possibility. So solar panels, electric lights, sirens, strobe lights. Ooh, the Mark IV and V inductions are in. That's cool. Nice. Missile fueler. Wow, he's added a lot of things. That's one of the cool things about this game is, like, frequently you will log in, especially if you're playing on the Bleeding Edge version, and you will find that there's new stuff all of a sudden. The minecart depot's in. Cool. Let's see what we have by way of projects. Missile defense is done, I want to say. So I can at least claim that. Nope, 16 more gold pods. So let's throw 80 in here. Let that start running. Let me see about when the Mark IV energy transmitter is going in. We'll come back in a second. Alright guys, we're back. So there's a couple things I'm planning. Just looking at how much power we're going to need, there's a couple things I want to be prepared for. So first off, I think what I should very much look at is the concept of getting some biomass up this way. So let's see, can I just dig a little tunnel right here? That might be a cool plan. And just pipe up some biomass. So I know I've got down here, I just want to plan for like how much I need to do and all that good stuff. So right up this wall would probably be a good path to send my biomass, right? So let's just make sure that we're ready with that. There we go. Boom. Nice. All right. I would like to do this with transport pipes, mostly because they're fast, but even more so because I don't have to worry about Minox with them. So that means I won't have to worry about protecting them, right? So let's make sure that we've got this guy rotated upwards, right? And then just go like this. And that should rotate upwards all the way along, right? Yes. Cool. So let's carry that path up. And as you can see, I just crafted a bunch of these. Sweet. So hopefully that did everything I wanted it to do. We'll see. Why are you facing downwards now? You sneaky guys. Alright, let me fix that. Alright, so that should be cool now. Let's get this line hooked up. And we should be good. I'm not going to need to place the advanced thing in there, the one that makes it pull out faster. I don't think I need that level of speed to pull out from here, and I think it'll be sufficient with the enhanced drill motor that we've got and all that good stuff. So this guy is going to start pumping out and working his way up here. Because obviously I'm going to need lots of power production, right? So more biomass. So basically my plan here is let's get biomass automated to the point where it's at least upstairs-ish, right? And I think that should be more than doable. So let's clear this out of here. That should be good. So are we getting actually? Yes. Nice. All right, cool. So I wouldn't mind basically just having this up here. Maybe I'd run it across the ceiling would be cool. That might be neat. Yeah, I like that idea, right? If we ran this here and rotated you such that you're like that. So let's get this across here. That would be cool, right? And then probably this way. And what I want to have is a hopper at the end here. And then I'm thinking we're going to go matter movers. So that's good, right? That's actually really cool looking, I think. So let's remove this guy. Remove this one. And we'll pretty much go straight up here. So we're going to want you going that way. Nice. That looks good to me, right? So ideally, I won't have to go down there much anymore. The only time I'm going to have to go down there is when the biomass runs out. We're going to have to replace it. Cool. So now that that's in place, I'm thinking how to get matter movers ready to transmit up here. So let's see. So this is a tier 2 beam that we've got going down here. Give me a minute to plan this out. So I think what I'll do is probably just place a power storage Mark II on top of this thing. That should fill up pretty quickly. And then continue to transmit pretty quickly. Just want to make sure that that's not going to slow down the transmission, that I don't need a Mark III. But this thing is maintaining his power buffer, which tells me that he's working just fine. Average transfer per second is around 75. That's not a problem. That's probably just what we're using down there. So that's cool. So then if I did that, what I could have then is a matter mover right here, facing upwards, right? So what we would probably want then is, how am I for hoppers here? That should be enough. So I could do that, and then he could matter move up to the next block, right? Because these guys can transfer, as far as I know, it is still 64 blocks, right? Maximum range 64, yes. So pretty much every 64 blocks is about where we have these laser transmitters anyway, so that should be cool. So really what we're gonna need, and I mean, if I could do it without being terrible, that would be great, but I might be a little bit terrible in doing it, but that's okay. But it's pretty much parallel to this beam, right next to it. So we're gonna want a hopper here-ish, right? So the teleporter's there. We're really like running low on space is what it comes down to mess with stuff here. But I would feel awfully silly having a tier 3 power transfer like 2 blocks. So let me just see if I can figure out how to handle that. Alright guys, just rearranging a few things. Moved my teleporter over here. Pretty sure he's going to work. Put a power storage cell in its place, and now I should be able to face a matter mover that way. Cool. Which means I can place something like a hopper here. And that should be good. So basically I'll want this stuff to run down here into that hopper. And that shouldn't be a problem, I wouldn't think. So let's rotate you. We will do matter transport pipes this way. You can go that way, basically right into there. Cool. So you're going to get filled up with biomass pretty quickly, and it should start beaming it up potentially. I would expect. See, he's definitely transmitting stuff, so that's a good sign. That looks good, right? Let's go here. Just make sure that you are filling up. Yes, used. Wow, you are almost full. Nice. That is very, very fast. That is awesome. That's pretty much exactly what I want. So then we will jump up here. Another 64-ish blocks. Cool. And we will place another Mark II storage guy there. The matter mover that goes up will go here. And then we'll put this guy here. So he should be filling up pretty quickly. Look, used. He's already gotten 20-some things. Cool. So that's pretty much the pattern that we'll go through, right? And that shouldn't be a problem. Also, you have to keep in mind that once we get the initial 100 up here, it's going to be using biomass at a relatively frequent rate, but not, like, insanely frequent. So let's see what kind of trouble. Don't die. Hooray, I didn't die. Cool. So basically that's running along here. So we're going to want if I put this dude here, will you start getting items? Is that right? Look at that, biomass growth. Nice. And that's easy because there's already a thing here. So now we just do matter mover facing upwards. Cool. I think that's facing the right way, right? Yeah, that is awesome. All right, onward ho. Probably right up to about here. Cool. So again, we will have power storage block here, matter mover next to it. Yep, that's right, that way. And you here, so you should start filling up now. Nice, biomass, beautiful. That's what I want to see. Okay. So I think I'll do the rest of this off camera, because it's just repeating what you've seen now like 3 or 4 more times, and we'll be right back once we've got biomass at the surface. Alright guys, currently getting pretty darn close to having this fully automated. So thus far, let's see if I can get over there. You see that storage hopper with a laser on top of it? Yes, it's got 100 used with biomass in it. Nice. So we've pretty much got these things up and running, doing what we want. I just need to matter move it across, and we should be in really good shape. Oh, so close. My grapple foo works a little bit. There we go. Just need to figure out how to get that matter moving from the top. Did I have trouble matter moving from the top of a hopper? I may have. We're going to find out. Let's see. What I'm going to do. So we've got matter mover there. Let's see. How can I power this dude? I'm thinking maybe with a tier 2. Where did you just go? There we go. I don't know where that other tier 2 just went. And I should probably have a tier 3 laser here, but let's try it with a tier 2 for now and just see if it starts. Oh no, I missed. So are you running or no? Says it matter emitted 0 items, so that's not a good sign. I could probably rotate this dude. Wait. It's matter emitting. Nice! It's working. Okay, cool. We're good. Is it a little bit slow? It's a little bit slow. I wouldn't mind a tier 3 here. As expensive as they are, but I'm really doing good on resources now, so it's alright, I think. So that guy should be alright for now. Yes, he'll drain pretty quickly, but that's only while it's filling, right? So used free. You're cruising. If we check out over here. Nice. So it should be matter emitting right into this dude, which is moving stuff into here. So we've got a backlog here. So that should be like fully automated biomass. We shouldn't have to worry about running out of biomass until we like have to move the mine now. And that shouldn't be a big deal when we have to move the mine. Let's clear these guys out. Just because I want to keep my tier 1 ores, believe it or not, like 10 I'm a little bit low on. But that's that. Okay, cool. I might want to check out missile defense now, because I have no idea how missiles work, and I wouldn't mind learning. We're doing alright against these big bosses, but I think there's like even nastier stuff on its way. From what I understand, once you start charging your orbital power transmitter, which by the way, I think my space station has kind of moved into position above that, so pretty soon hopefully we'll see some cool stuff happening with that. You are full. Nice. So we've got fully charged, so our biomass is pretty much in position, doing what we'd want it to do. All the batteries should be recharging their backlog of battery power. That's good. And everybody should be quite happy down here. How's this thing doing? Not bad. So there's probably a bit of power that needs to, you know, filter its way back down here because we just transmitted a lot of items. But I'm hoping that we won't be transmitting biomass that often, that it'll be a huge power draw for us. If it is, we might have to, you know, replan a few things, but I think we'll be alright. Cool. There we go. Whoosh. Let's, now that we've got biomass in position, plan a couple other things. I'm thinking I wouldn't mind trying out the missiles, because I've heard they're cool. So let's see what's involved in missile defense. So let's go over here. So we've got Missile Turret Mark 1. High damage missile defense system will only target large enemies. The ammunition must be manufactured and stored in an adjacent storage hopper. Has a minimum range of 96 meters. Wow. Minimum range? That's interesting. This is range 72. Slow firing but high damage requires power. Right. Okay. So we're going to need a charged PCB, which we might have some in one of these guys. That's not charged. So charged PCB is lithium. That's wires, that's plates. I know where all my PCB stuff is. It's downstairs. So let's go get it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, back for just a minute. Came downstairs to collect some things. Discovered that I wasn't getting any more titanium. So I think my titanium vein from over there is pretty much shot. So in order to keep up with the speed at which I'm producing titanium, I decided to craft myself the antimatter drill head thingy. That should boot right into there. 128% speed, that's craziness. Hopefully I can keep up with the power. We'll find out. So that produces a lot of ore. So twice as much as I was using before. Does that tell me how much power demand? 16 per second. That's not terrible, because this guy can do 24 right now. So, I mean, we're doing fine on that. That's cool. All right, we should be fine. We should be all right. That should be all right. So this guy will produce a lot of titanium ore then, and hopefully fill up both of these hoppers so that both lines can, you know, run. And that'll be good. That's a lot of ore. Like, are we even going to empty this hopper before we have another? Maybe not. So we're still using about 25. This guy's going to dump 128. Boom. And yeah, now used. Yeah, that is cool. So we are definitely going to be all right by way of titanium production. Awesome. All right, so that's that. Just wanted to show that real quick. Let's get back upstairs, shall we? So I think my goal for this episode is to at least get the missile launcher built, and then next episode we'll come back and see how missile launchers work. So from what I understand, we're going to get hit pretty hard with attacks. And as a reminder, if our central power hub gets destroyed, the power inside the orbital power transmitter here is reset back to 0. So like, I need to store up 100 million power. If I store up like 50 million power and then that thing gets destroyed, I'm going to have a bad day. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. We're going to need to make sure that we do things right way. So let's get that crafted, shall we? I might have the resources now to craft at least one missile turret. Nice, I just need some servo motors. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Craft. Okay, cool. Now let's take a look at what's in here, because I believe there's some research I need to do for this to work. So, basic missile assembler. Automatically manufactures basic missiles. Requires power and attached storage containing ingredients. Output missiles to the attached storage hopper. Cool. So let's research that. Empty missile assembler. Empty missiles requires power. Okay. Missile fueler. Automatically fuels empty missiles. Okay. So I'm guessing that should all be in here now. I would hope. Nope. Maybe in here. Basic missile assembler. Let's see if there's a help topic on it. Okay. Alright, let's see what these bad boys look like in the world. And then we'll talk about our plans for producing stuff. So first off, that's not terrible. So I guess I'll need to load it with an attached hopper. We're probably going to want to prepare a missile assembly plant, which we'll have to figure out exactly where we want to put that. Looks like I'm about to be attacked as it is. Nice. So we've got, right now, pretty much all tier 2 energy turrets protecting our base. What I think we'll work on next episode is producing missiles, maybe get a couple tier 3s, which are slower but more powerful, and maybe get another jet turbine generator up and running, maybe 2 more. I'd like to have a decent stockpile of missiles and have that automated. I'd like to turn up my income. I mean, I'm pretty good on copper, it looks like. But I wouldn't mind, and I'm pretty good on gold. Those are the 2 resources that you need, copper and gold, to make missiles. So it's a copper wire and a gold tube, which I assume there's going to be a plant for producing. I'm guessing it's the pipe extrusion plant, one that I've never actually used, I don't think. Yeah, metal bars into pipes. So we'll basically get copper pipes, gold wire, which we'll get from the wiring plant, and we'll combine those. So there's 2 ways to make it. The basic missile assembler is one machine that makes the missiles all in one go. The empty missile assembler makes the missiles but doesn't put any fuel in them, and then the missile fueler puts the fuel into empty missiles. So long story short, like, if you go this route, it's basically 2 machines with the same output as this, which is 1 machine. But keep in mind that this guy's going to need 3 inputs, right? You're going to need gold wire plus copper tube plus high energy fuel, and then an output side, so that's a 4th side to output the missiles, and then a 5th side for power input, right? So you need to have 5 things going here. For the empty missile assembler, you just need 2 inputs and 1 output, and then this will have 2 inputs and 1 output. So whichever way you want to go is the same approach, from what I understand. So we'll look at making missiles next episode. I know it feels like these Mark II turrets are doing a pretty good job of defending our base, and guess what? They are. But I think we're going to be attacked by some much nastier monsters, and as soon as I start trying to power my orbital base, like, hey bugs, guess what? I'm trying to leave. Don't stop me. But no, you're like, hey, Direwolf, you're awful. Like, why would you try and leave our planet that we don't want you on and constantly attack you at? Bugs, man. They ain't thinking this through. So yes, we will come back next episode. We will work on missiles. We will work on making sure our base is defended. And at this point in the game, we've pretty much got a pretty good amount of infrastructure, but what we really need to work on is defense. Because like I said, if this thing runs, if my central hub gets destroyed by the bugs, it resets my orbital power transmitter, and that would be a bad day. We don't want any part of that. Yeah. The OET will quickly discharge if the central power hub is destroyed. Nobody wants to see that happen. All right, guys, for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Missiles next episode, and we're going to need... It's a good thing I didn't realize that missiles required this high-energy composite fuel, so this is actually going to be even more important that we automated these things. All right, guys, take it easy.